Now, at the bottom of the deck here, you do have the Knight of Wands. Now, I'm looking at this and, I do wonder because of the King of Wands coming out, if we're talking about, somebody coming in and out of your life, but I don't know. I look at this and I think this is more about you, needing to get up and get after something here, being excited, being a little bit more passionate. But the way that you're coming through is you're looking at everything from a practical standpoint, especially if you have somebody who is trying to build something with you. But your thoughts surrounding the Ace of Pentacles is, I look at the Queen of Pentacles and first of all, I think of you, right? You don't need anybody. That's one of the things that I see with her, right? She has the ability to create her own stability and security. She's fine on her own. And I feel like it doesn't really have to do with money as much as it has to do with being secure with, what's being offered to you here. Now, with the Eight of Pentacles, I look at this and think that you've worked really hard to get to where you're at. And if something is being offered to you here, possibly by a person, then it's looking at it from a practical standpoint. Like, is this going to be long lasting? Is this going to continue to create that security and stability, right? But again, looking at it in a practical way, but do you really need it though? And that's the thing. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune, though, what I worry about because of the Nine of Swords being in your environment is, are you looking at a repeating cycle possibly with a person here? The wheel to me isn't just about like fate and destiny, but I also feel like when I look at this, I think, do you feel like you're in control of what is happening to you, or is just shit happening, Now, with that Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, I mean, definitely you could be saying here that you're overthinking it, but there's a reason why there's a lot of anxiety being built up surrounding this Ace of Pentacles, Now, with the two queens happening here, I do think that with the Queen of Wands, like I've always said with her, it is about self-image. So you're looking at confidence and feeling secure, right? Feeling secure with who you are, more so than anything, and being able to continue to manage what's going on in your life. Absolutely. For some of you, you've got fire, you've got earth going on, but I feel like this is you. And I feel like you need to take a look at not just what you're attracting, but really how, this makes you feel about who you are. Because like I said, self-image comes up with this, but, I also feel like there needs to be a little bit more confidence in yourself. I feel like this is coming down to self-respect, what you've worked hard for here. And why is this Ace of Pentacles creating such, chaos for you, the way that you're thinking about it? Now, with the Page of Pentacles, absolutely, this is about you getting something started here, somebody wanting to start something with you. With the Page of Pentacles, I always feel like, starting at the bottom and needing to work your way up. But you've already busted your ass to get to where you're at, So do you really want to start something new here? And it could possibly be, like I said, with this person here, with the King of Wands. And with the Wheel of Fortune, again, I kind of look at, are we looking at a repeating cycle here with a person? And the only reason why I say that is because of that Nine of Swords. Why is there fear and anxiety being built up around that? Because normally the Ace of Pentacles is like, that's great. That's perfect, right? It's what anybody would want, something that is sustainable, long lasting. But do you really want to do this again, though? Is what I feel like for some of you. And then the Two of Pentacles, okay, so if we're talking about the King of Wands, like I've said before, when it comes to him, you're talking about somebody that there is an attraction to, right? Being the man of passion. But why is there so much anxiety surrounding what they're offering you? Well, if you're talking about a repeating cycle here, I think at one point you were like, no. This to me is like being cold, cutting somebody out, shutting them out, but then I also see you like handing them a harsh truth here. But then I also feel like it's you needing to see clearly about that Ace of Pentacles and what's being offered. It's funny because, I look at these and I think new beginnings and they're perfect, but you're questioning it, especially if it's coming from this person that you may have done this with before, and needing to start over again. Is that what you really want to do? Or are you fine with who you are and where you're at right now? Now, with the Two of Pentacles, I worry a little bit about you being a little bit too flexible. I don't think it's about needing to figure things out. With the Queen of Wands being there, it's just a reminder with the Queen of Pentacles coming through that you can manage everything, right? Like you don't need an offer from somebody else, whether it's relationship or work. But with the Two of Pentacles, are you bending over for someone, But with this clarity here, it's like, are you seeing it though? Are you seeing the truth of the situation? I don't so much feel like it's about this King of Wands giving you the truth. I think it's about you accepting the truth here, because it's like with the Queen of Swords, definitely you could be shutting that person out, but then are you also shutting out the truth about the person and what they're offering you? Normally I would look at the Ace of Pentacles and go, great, that's perfect. That's exactly what you need to do, but you've worked really hard to get to where you're at. Why should you start over on something if you're thinking this way about it? I don't know. I don't really feel like this is you overthinking because of the Wheel of Fortune being there. Like you've already been down this road, And I always feel like when I look at the Nine of Swords, especially when another core card shows up, is it because of this person that you're thinking this way? What was it that happened 1 through 8 that made you think that, a new start or starting over with this person is not, the best thing? I don't know. I don't see you overthinking this. I think that there's a reason why you're thinking the way that you are about this. And do you really want to go through this again? I think that would be the best way to put it. And like I said before, you don't need it. Like you don't need it. You are by far more important than somebody coming through and wanting to have another round. I would just be careful with that Two of Pentacles because, the opportunity is definitely there. It's coming back around, but, is this something that you really want to try to balance out again? But then I also feel like I said, it's being a little bit too flexible with what the truth is surrounding this. That's definitely an opportunity for you. But with the Nine of Swords, are you looking at it differently because you still have somebody who is there, wanting to go again, right? Which is possible. And then the Two of Swords. Okay. And, again, it goes back to an offer being made, but is it good enough? Now, with those of you who are single, heart-to-heart conversations, for some of you, if you're dealing with a person here, there needs to be some conversations about what they're doing, especially if you feel like they have control. And then I go back to free yourself, right? But, this one's hard to look at as it is. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like this is somebody who's more concerned with, conquering as much as they possibly can, which could mean like several different people, and are you really wanting to deal with that, especially if they're looking to have control over you in the relationship, right? And needing to have open and honest conversations about that, which may be why you're wanting to be single here or stay single, which may be what is happening here. Now, for those of you who are in a relationship for yourself, and then the Two of Swords, I'm telling you, there is somebody who is trying to offer you something, but with the Two of Swords, it's like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's good enough. I don't know if I want that. And you're being asked to take better or to take back control of your own life here. And I look at this and I think that there's a reason why you're looking at it that way. Do you really want to do this again? Especially if what they're offering isn't good enough, But I still look at those queens and I think you don't need this. Like, you don't need this at all. You're fine on your own, But like I said, it doesn't have to be with the general reading, a romantic relationship, right? It's just whoever is in your space that is like offering you, a new start or starting over. I look at the Wheel of Fortune and think, no, because it's about your opportunities now, not what somebody else feels like, they have a right to hand you. And I say that because of the Queen of Swords coming out on that. There is definitely a part of you that's looking at this person going, I don't think so, and there's a reason for that. And then looking at the Nine of Swords in your environment with that Ace of Pentacles, yeah, I don't think it's about overthinking.